Vikings, let's win this game. SKOL!
Attention Vikings fans, stop what you're doing, the battle is on. Breaking news has just exploded across the NFL universe. Rival teams' social media already issued statements from the decisive interview with defensive coordinator Brian Flores for the head coach position. Is he really packing his bags and leaving the Minnesota Vikings? Don't waste time and follow this news now. Welcome. Show your Viking support by reaching 100 thumbs up on today's video. The topic will heat up debates and bring a fresh perspective on the movements shaking up team structures. Recently, the Chicago Bears have been quite busy interviewing candidates for the head coach position and narrowing down the field. But today, one meeting especially caught everyone's attention. The Chicago team had a meeting with the Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator, Brian Flores, which was confirmed through a statement on social media. The message was clear. We have completed an interview with head coach candidate Brian Flores. Brian Flores isn't just another name on the list. He stood out for how effective the Vikings' defense was in most matches, even holding on to the results in some of them. He was also interviewed by the New York Jets for their open position. Now, you might be wondering, will the Vikings really let him go without making an offer for Flores to remain as the team's defensive coordinator? As the weekend unfolded, the most talked about candidates for the Bears role were Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, and former Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy. However, among these two candidates, due to his work in Minnesota, Flores is the one who might climb to the top of Chicago's wish list. Jordan Schultz from Bleacher Report shared some interesting insights, saying, "It was made clear to me that for all intents and purposes, the job in Chicago was a straight race between Mike McCarthy and Ben Johnson. But considering Brian Flores' interview, he is the top choice." Brian Flores already has experience as a head coach, leading the Miami Dolphins from 2019 to 2021. But as nothing is simple in the world of the NFL, there are some complications. First, there's the issue of the lawsuit Flores filed against the league and several of its franchises for discriminatory employment practices after his departure from Miami. Second, there are his interpersonal issues with quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, who made quite critical comments about Flores in the past, even referring to Flores as a terrible person. These comments resurface as they raise questions about how well Flores could fit with rookie quarterback Caleb Williams in Chicago during his formative years. Flores responded to these comments immediately and perhaps as effectively as possible at the time, talking about growth as a person and coach and wishing Tagovailoa well. Now, how do you evaluate the great potential of Brian Flores' departure from the Vikings to transform the destiny of the Chicago Bears? Does the final decision depend more on the Bears' offer or on the Vikings trying to keep their current defensive coordinator in Minnesota with a higher offer? Leave your comment below. Your opinion makes a big difference. Hit that subscribe button to receive more exclusive news like this. Stay tuned. SKOL Vikings, let's go!